welcome. We are doing a reading today for the Pisces full moon, which is coming up here on September 2nd. So coming up very soon, and we're just going to see what kind of energies are coming in for you. And we're mostly working with this Gustav Klimt, Golden Klimt Tarot. And then I've got the Rider-Waite to clarify. Before we get started, this one popped out. I'm not going to ignore it. But before we get started, just wanted to mention that I got this amazing Labradorite off of a live sale on Instagram from Loving Thyself Rocks. And they do live sales on like Wednesdays and stuff on their Instagram page. And y'all, this thing, this blue, hang on, let me see if I can get it again. That blue, so fierce, love it. Okay, so let's get started for you. So the Seven of Cups did just fly out for you guys, but now that I'm like officially getting started, let's see what this full moon in Pisces is bringing for you. What are the energies coming in for Capricorn? Okay, wants to start there. A Page of Swords. Page of Swords. Okay, well, you've got hang on, my deck's doing something kind of funny over here. Okay. The first thing it brought me to is the fact that the helmet is on the ground. It's implying that, nice. It kind of brought up like masks and how everybody's wearing masks and we're wearing masks to be safe. It's kind of like the symbol of this helmet being on the ground is like, you know that this is safe. So what this Knave of Swords, what this Page of Swords is saying is there might be for sure some small communication coming in through the full moon. Very much could be from a person. I just want to say, Capricorn, right now, there's like some funky little pressure in the bridge of my nose as I'm talking to you. So there's something, it was just saying like sinuses. That doesn't, I don't really feel like it has anything to do with this, but it's just kind of pointing out some of you might be dealing with some sinus stuff. There's a funky little pressure in the bridge of my nose. Almost like where glasses would sit on your nose or something. So that's what I mean. It's like there's like an email. Okay, there we go. Woo, here we go, spirits. Taking a little bit of time to get it to going. There might be an email. There might be some kind of small communication coming in. It does feel friendly because you have the helmet down on the ground, so you're clearly feeling safe to show your face and communicate and do this. For the first time ever, it's pointing out all the different patterns in the background. Like there's 3 different patterns here. Ooh, Spirit, sneaking those messages in there. Okay, there might be something that what might happen is this communication might bring your attention to some patterns that are happening in your life, which means that you're going to get the chance to see what possibly negative patterns are playing out in your life that maybe you are repeating, and also what good patterns are playing out. And this being the Knave of Swords, this is showing you where to cut, where to communicate, and where to kind of move forward. This can definitely be about learning and studying as well, just paying attention. Pages are always learning, so this is very much like that kind of younger student energy. So this could very much have to do with a younger energy that is approaching you and delivering this news. It kind of just said like out of the mouths of babes type deal. Like that's what I mean. It's like there's going to be some kind of little something, an email communication, or just some younger energy, or just something like a very small little blip that like kind of comes into your world. And I think honestly, just getting all of this off this one card, that's what I mean. It's like it's going to reveal some patterns to you, and it feels like as much as this is like maybe a small communication, it's like it just like flips the light on, like flips the light switch on, and helps make some clarity of some things, right? So there's some of that. What's up with that? Or what is this going to be about? It's obviously about some patterns and stuff. Okay, it just said 3 cards. Kind of like one for each of these little patterns. What it made me think of too is like fire, water, and then like earth, kind of. Or like earth or water and air. Like that's what I mean. It's like bringing up elements. It's bringing up patterns. It's just showing me for the first time how strange the background on this little card is. So it's also talking about like background information, kind of like past life, ancestor, like background info, right? But like I was saying, it's like it's safe to accept this communication. It's safe to deal with this energy. It's safe to like study these patterns and go over these things. Like it's a safe energy. It's just kind of bringing your awareness to things is what this really feels like. Okay. This 8 of Cups has been showing up for quite a few different signs. There's a lot of rebirth happening throughout the collective right now, so that's not a surprise. And this 8 of Cups, I have so many different decks, and honestly, this 8 of Cups changes like through every single deck that I have. So this one in particular always makes me feel like this woman is sitting by herself at a cafe, kind of like treating herself right. Okay, it's kind of pointing out like the story you make up to, like it's like talking about like this, like literally like an art piece, like the story you would make up in your mind about this person in your head while you're studying this painting type deal. That's the kind of stuff it's bringing to me. Interesting. A little bitty fruit fly has appeared right in front of me as I'm doing this. It probably just flew through the video. There's something that has had to be let go of. It's that fruit fly just made me think of like decay. But flies are actually a really good symbol too, because of the fact that they reproduce so quickly. So and that's where I want to come up back to this 8. That's what I mean. This 8 of Cups has been coming out, and it changes a little for everyone. So there's simultaneously here about things that have had to go away, that are decaying, but just like how the flies come to feed on those things, they quickly reproduce. And therefore, flies can also be really big symbols of abundance because they just, right? He's popping out little babies like left and right. So there's simultaneously a message coming through here about things to let go of, things that are decaying, things that need to be cleaned out and swept away, which might leave you into this more solitary energy where it's like you go sit somewhere by yourself and think. You're thinking about these things. That's what I mean. There's a lot of that, and you might just be kind of like by yourself thinking about those things, dealing with that energy. Or there's also this energy though of just expecting abundance to come to you, and you're sitting and waiting on this abundance to come to you. It just kind of said like flies on shit, like white on rice. Like that's what I mean. It's like you're learning how to attract your abundance like a moth to a flame, like flies on, you know, blah, blah. There's a little bit of that coming through. Interesting. Okay. Knight of Pentacles. So then this Knight of Pentacles is very much just said like investment, like you've been the things that you're investing in, the things you have invested in before, the things you want to continue investing in, new things that are catching your attention. It feels like a very slow, progressive energy. Interesting. Just gave me something about like the car insurance, like progressive. That's what I mean. It's giving me like flow from Progressive, and how she's always like advertising new discounts, and she's always like showing the people around in the commercials of like how to get the best deal and offering them all these products. And like, there's something here definitely about some business and some money, and it's very much, it's bringing me flow from Progressive. Her name is Flo. There's literally something here about flowing. And kind of like just being in your element, right? Like when we think of Flo from the Progressive commercial, she's cheerful, yet she's not like so crazy that you don't want to talk to her. She's kind of like bouncing around a little bit, yet she's like also very serious and stable when she needs to be. It's just giving me her personality, and it's showing me her character, and it's wanting me to bring that up because it's like it wants you to like be like Flo, like get in the flow spirit, but also like be like Flo. It's like she knows when there's a good deal. She knows when to make a good investment. She knows when to help steer someone in the right direction. You know, it's very much about that business and money. Something that's like been growing over time, something you're just managing. It's this Knight of Pentacles energy. But then we've got this King of Pentacles energy over here. It wanted to say this one could actually be a person, like a man, whereas this is feeling much more like a general energy. This one's feeling more of like an actual person. So then there is the King of Pentacles. So this could both, I'm reading it as both ways. It's like the maturing of the Knight of Pentacles into the King of Pentacles. So then they're coming back to money and investments and growing. It's like you made investments and they grew, right? Things just maturing, things just moving along, and also at the same time not having to continue moving so much. It's like now you get to have a seat and sit on the throne and be really stable. There's a lot of masculine energy actually coming out for you, Capricorn, just in the sense of like you must be definitely doing a lot, and it feels like inwardly though you're very much sitting and reflecting on some things that have had to go and some things that you're wanting to multiply. And like I was saying, we were talking about abundance, we're talking about multiplying things. This is definitely that progress, that abundance being reflected, that growth, maturing and everything. There's definitely, sorry, I was just looking at my crystal ball. It wanted me to tell you that I brought my crystal ball in today. And that's the thing is like, if I look up and I see something, then I'll let you know. And so every now and then I kind of glance up at it. And that's kind of like, it's kind of for some reason referencing my crystal ball to like this pentacle. It's kind of like, that's the thing. It's like when you see something, go for it. When you know it's the right move to make, right? Be like Flo, go with the flow. When you know it's the right thing to do, when you see something, you go after it. And all of that energy slowly matures into something that is very stable, very grounded, very certain, and also just very set up, like very set, right? Like very set up and very set. There's a lot of consideration here about, yeah, investments and money and kind of like the general flow of those things. And remember though that Pentacles doesn't have to be money. It can totally be your resources, your time, your home, anything like that. But it usually all ends up coming back related to that big shiny pentacle, right? So we've got some money on our minds, money on our minds. Is there anything else that wants to come out of this deck for Capricorn? No. Okay. Then let's get some clarifiers real quick. What's up with this? Oh, I was going to say, what's up with this Page of Swords? You got two cards that wanted to come out there. What's up with this Page of Swords? Okay. Interesting. Okay. All right. Hang on. Let me like situate this real quick. I'm going to lay this right here for a moment. We're going to lay this right here for a moment. Okay. First of all, This message might, like I was saying, might specifically be coming through like children or family members, younger energies. This is both a card of like memory, past lives, like soulmates and stuff like that, but soulmate's a very broad word that can certainly cover any children or nieces, nephews, grandchildren, like anything like that. That's what I mean. It's like all kinds of people can be your quote unquote soulmates for all kinds of different reasons. So some kind of person, probably a younger energy, and if it's not your child, then it's just somebody that you've clearly had a connection with. It doesn't have to be romantic, can just be friends and all kinds of things like that. It's like that is okay. It just said like blast from the past a little bit, like blast from the past. There's some kind of energy that is delivering this message to you that's like a blast from the past. And like I was saying, when it comes to like these patterns right here that I was mentioning at first on the background, that's what I mean. It's like there's a blast from the past. There are patterns that have happened in your childhood, your parents' lives, the ancestors before them. There's patterns and things that seem to be coming back. It's kind of giving me Back to the Future references. It's kind of implying this might literally happen through like an epiphany. Like it could just be like an email or like an actual little communication thing. But what I wanted to say is with this Page of Wands coming out here, this feels like, first of all, pages are technically the number 11 card. So you have an 1111 right here now. This is a doorway. This is a portal. This is an opening for this communication to come through, which is telling me that for sure it needs to be listened to and that it's coming through. This is something you're going to receive within your mind and within your spirit, and that makes me feel like it's like a dream. It's like a revelation. It's like an epiphany. It's like something just opens the door for this energy from the past of some sort to come back. But it feels very positive. Like it doesn't feel like it's like a blast from the past thing, but it doesn't feel at all like something you're dreading. Because there, again, like I was saying, the first thing I noticed right out the bat was the fact that the helmet is on the ground. And it instantly brought me to masks and everything. So this is like the symbol telling you that this is safe, that you don't need to have your guard up. Now, he's still got his whole bodysuit on, and he's still got the sword, but he's very much in this more like just at ease pose, right? Like it's just still guarded, still a little protected, but the mask and the helmet is off, and things are able to be clearly seen and understood and communicated. Okay, it just mentioned how like my friend made a little post on her Facebook about how she thought that she was good at hearing everybody until we all had to wear face masks, and then she realized like how much we actually unconsciously read people's lips to understand them, and that when you suddenly don't have people's lips to read, that it is a lot harder to understand what people are saying. And that's kind of what this is bringing up too. It's like you're not gonna have to worry about any miscommunication because the helmet's off, the mask is off. It's very clear communication that's coming through, and this is something that I feel like Spirit is for sure dropping off for you. It could be related to career. Wands can be career, so it could be related to that, or I always just say Wands is literally like spirit. Spirit is usually represented by the element of fire, so it's like the spark. So that's what I mean. It's like this is stuff that's just gonna, it's mentioning like Lionsgate portal and the full moon, and it's saying how you know, all of these galactic celestial bodies, when they line up, there's literally like little portals that open up, and ancestors and angels and all kinds of little spiritual beings can come in and communicate during those times. And if you're connected in, you can receive those communications. And considering this reading is for the full moon in Pisces, I would say that this is which is again just a couple of days from now, it's like this is what's coming through, right? There's something coming through. This card keeps sliding off the top of the deck. I want it for this Eight of Cups. Yeah. It just said something had to be put to rest. This is usually about rest and recovery in general, just like getting some relaxation. Woo! Y'all, this is a number 4 card, and I looked up at the clock, and it is 444 on my computer. Message. Rest and recovery. Something had to be put to rest. And that could just be you too, right? Like, just in the sense of like, wait, whoa. Okay, it just corrected itself too. All right, sorry, Capricorn, there's like 2 different messages coming through for you guys. Which means there's probably 2 different kind of subsets of Capricorns paying attention to this and listening to this. Okay, and it got me really excited. I put this out here for this 8 of Cups, and then I was saying some things just had to go, some things to be put to rest, and then it brought me this. It's very possible, very, very, very possible, and I'll talk about the blast from the past. This is very possible that a relative or an ancestor that has passed on will be communicating with you through dreams or other signs in your life. That is what this sarcophagus instantly corrected me to. And the fact that it was a number 4 card and it was 444 on the clock when I kind of like caught all this and realized that just really makes me believe that that's the message that is coming through. Like there's a dream, there's a sign, there's a old letter, there's an old email, there's something that's coming through for you guys, and it very much might have to do with like an ancestor or a passed on loved one, and that's the vibe I'm really catching off of this now. And if that is not the case for you guys, then going back to this communication, this whole blast from the past, it just feels like some other type of situation where you had to let something go, and you've also been working on building your abundance. It's kind of the same thing, right? When loved ones pass on, we often, depending on what your station is in the family and everything, you might have to take over their money. You might have to take over where they left off and handle their estate and work on things. And that's kind of what it's bringing up too. It's like there's kind of that in here too. It's like where you've picked up off of where other people's energies stopped, whether that's literally because of like someone passed on or someone just left a certain situation, could be left a business, someone moved on to the other side, whatever. There's something that's like you've been working really hard on growing this abundance. It's finally really maturing. There is some kind of energy coming through for you though to come speak to you and deliver a message on the full moon or around it. With these pages here and this 6 cups and this, I'm just telling you, I just know is what it wants me to say. I just know is what it wants me to say. Let's just get one more over here, right? Just to kind of balance out the whole thing. What's up with this King of Pentacles and kind of this Knight of Pentacles? What's up with that whole cycle? Hang on, it's trying to throw cards at me, and then it throws them right back in the deck. So hang on a second. There it goes. Oh, it's so beautiful, y'all. 10 of Cups. Like, that's what I mean. Really graduating from this Knight status to this King status. Something that has been slowly moving along finally gets to mature, and because of that, it finally establishes this overflow of just happiness and joy, emotional fulfillment and abundance. This does very much mention family. And then coming back to where I was talking about this energy coming through, it's like it really feels like there's an ancestor or loved one that is going to come through and just give you a message to help guide you and rebirth you and help you let go of some things and help you move forward. It is very aware that you've been working on whatever this energy has been for a while, and it's guiding you to this completion. And that's why the Page of Wands is over here too, because this is that one, it's like, you know, doorpost, right? This is the person standing at the door that's like, okay, and then this is how you're going to get this and this. This one's like, you've been working on this for a while and we know it. Here's a message for you about all this. By the way, it's going to turn into this. So go through this doorway, go through this portal, accept this energy. It's safe. And it's happy, very happy, right? So when this message in this portal and this doorway appears, when this opportunity for you to shift lanes and like kind of like move on to something else and mature and grow comes in, just pursue that happiness and you will certainly feel it, because this Ten of Cups, like, you can't not feel that card, right? These are really positive messages and energies coming through for you, Capricorn. So I hope that this full moon treats you very well. And let me know how that resonates in the comments below. I'll check you guys out later. Thank you.